Welcome everyone. Good morning or good evening, wherever you are. Today for class, we will be using a chair. I have a chair that has like a seat on it so that we can sit on it at one point. We'll also be doing tricep dips. So we'll be putting our hands on the edge of the chair, floating our hips off, feet are on the ground. Alternatively, you can do this on the ground in reverse tabletop. For bicep, that's when we will be sitting on the chair, holding our weights. Once again, if you don't have a chair, you're sitting on the ground. Alternatively, you could sit on like 2 blocks if you have 2 yoga blocks, or even like a yoga bolster, some big sturdy books, something to elevate your hips, because I'll invite some leg variations in. I have a Pilates ball. I have weights, about 5 pounds, and then a light set of weights for some lighter arm work. They're about 1 to 2 pounds. Okay, so come into your space and big stretch. Keep your arms wide up to the sky. Exhale, fold up and over you. Maybe part your feet a little wider than your hips. Find either elbow and swing side to side. Soften your knees. Come back to center. Start to bend your knees, round your spine. Curve like you're doing a cat pose. And then unravel. Lengthen through your crown. And lengthen your spine. Again, reach your arms to sky. Exhale, fold around over your head. Inhale, back. Exhale, fold, clench your palms, step your right foot way back. Long lunge. Keep your right hand down. Take your left arm forward and then up to sky, reach it back and down. So just finding some nice shoulder arm circles to warm up your shoulder girdle. Warm up your joint there. And as you're moving, getting started, just noticing what you need for your body today. And finish this round, bring your left hand down. Roll all the way up into a high lunge. Reach your arms to sky. And then exhale, tip your hips back. Push your arms back, find a little pyramid pose. Your right hip's drawing forward, left hip drawing back. Good. Back heel is lifted. And your front knee reach the sky, high lunge. Exhale, tip your hips back. Good. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, find your high lunge, and exhale, pull forward, plant your palms, get your left foot up and back, like a dog. Exhale, release, all the way down, down. Start to walk all the way to your hand. Inhale, forward, halfway lifting through your foot. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot way back into a lunge. Take your right arm forward this time. Left hand is down. Take it up to the sky, back, and down. Good. Your gonna play around with how wide your right foot is here too, that you're also starting to warm up your mobility in your right hip. Just finish this round. Bring your right hand down. Roll all the way up, spin your thighs together. And on your exhale, tip your hips back. Find your balance. Tip your hips back, reach your arms back. And inhale back to your high lunge. Exhale, tip your hips up and back. Inhale, high lunge. Yes, last time. Inhale, high lunge. And then exhale, fold. Plant your palms, sweep your right leg back, stretch your right. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your knees. Untuck your toes. Roll way up. Okay. Let's get started with your core warm-up. Are you ready? I definitely am ready to work. Bring your ball behind your low ribs. Now this is a really intense core warm-up. So if it becomes uncomfortable, if it's just not for you this morning, just get rid of it. You can do this all on your back. Extend your legs long. Hands behind your head. We're gonna lay back and crunch it up. So we lay back, 2, crunch, or 2. Lay back and crunch up. Yes. Lay back, crunch up. So I have my legs together, but once again, you could bend your knees. You can also play with how far apart your legs are. So that would bring a little bit more stability into your hips. A little bit of wobbly. And I add on our knees to alternate your knees in as we crunch up. Start with your right knee. 2 and 1. Take it back. It's back. Lift. Right knee. Lower. 2 and lift. Right knee. Try to relax your head back into your hands. Nice. Doing a sharp pull with my knee towards my chest.
You come and go like the seasons. Thought we were cool for the summertime.
You can stay at this pace if you love it. And we're gonna speed it up in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Right here, it's up, lower, crunch lift, lower, crunch pull, crunch pull. Oh gosh, you're gonna hold it right here. 10 lifts in 2, and 1. Right here, little lift, little lift. Oh my gosh, this is like more light up. All the muscles included in my core are like on right now. Option, extend your leg. Nice. And you press down through your left heel. Your left leg is activated. It's grounding you down. Yes. In 4, you're gonna twist the right knee pulls in. In 3, lay long. In 2, and 1. Here we go. Let's twist. For 2. Lay long for 2, twist. You ready to speed it up? Let's go. Here we go. It's twist. Twist. Ooh. We're just going back to the top. Ready? 2 and 1. Here we go. Left knee pulls as you crunch. Then lay back. Switch sides. We're gonna hold the left knee in 4, in 3, in 2, and 1. Tiny lift, slow little lift. gosh. That's so hard. Maybe extend your leg to sky. We're gonna twist to the left. Ready? 3 and 2 and 1. Here we go. Let's twist. For 2, lay back. For 2, it's twist. Let's speed it up. Ready? Singles. Here we go. It's twist. Lay back. Twist. Lay back. Can you firm up your right leg so it's helping you ground down through both hips? Oh my gosh. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2 and 1. Oh. Bring your forearms down, press up to your hands, lengthen your spine. Oh my goodness, this is where we need your chair. Your chair into your space now, or your support. Bring the seat of your chair to face you. Bring your ball behind your right pocket if you want it. It's just an accessory. It's just an option. So if it becomes really important, you can always get rid of it. No drama. Bring your hands to your seat. If you're really tall, or if it doesn't feel good to drop that low, you could come up to the opposite end, bring your hands or your forearms to the back of the chair. When you're ready, we're going to draw your right knee in, knee to knee. Send it up the back, squeeze your right tush. Here we go. For 2, and up and back for 2. Yes. Okay, let's do a little detailing here. So, when you lift your right leg back, try to keep your right hip drawing down in line with your left hip. Turn. See if you can press the back of your head back. So I like to notice if I'm looking down at my body and curling in, because that's going to start to round my upper spine. I'm trying to my gaze forward and down a little bit so that my neck is nice and long and line with my spine.
I spend my time just trying to lay low, looking for my way home, looking out for you.
Left heel when you lift your leg. It's like this. Lift and lower. So my left knee is softly bent the entire time, and then it bends a little bit more when I pump my left heel up. Yeah, you will feel this in your supporting leg. That's your left leg. Your outer glute pocket on the standing leg. Up or down, ready? 3, 2, 1, great. Get a little lift, up and up. So this tiny lift is where I find a place of contraction, I find a place of work. And I'm just moving really small in that space. Up, up, up. Yeah. Woo. We're gonna lower your left heel. We got scorpion tail turn up, a little funky, but just stay with me, keep going. In 4, 3, 2, 1, left heel down, turn your right knee out, and then turn it back down. So I'm gonna face you so you can see. My right knee turns out, while my right hip stays in line with my left. So that movement is really tough because you're doing like 2 functions at the same time with your glute max. So your glute max is holding up and it's externally rotating at the same time. So you be with yourself, it feels weird. Hold it out, 20 lifts. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Little lift. So it requires my core, my belly to hug up and in, towards my back body, my spine in that neutral place. Good news. We're opening up to the side. 4 counts. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Follow me. Turn your feet forward, facing the right side. You're gonna hinge your right knee open and then close. So that should feel really nice. It's open for 2 and close. Ready? If you want, speed it up some goes. Right here. Lower. Open. Close. Open. Close. 4. We're grabbing the ball. In 3. In 2 and 1. Knee up, find your ball, reach your ball to sky. Draw your right knee in front and then extend your right leg long and back. So it's in for 2 and back for 2. In and back. In front and back. Here's 4. 3, hold it back. Right here, hold it. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, release. Awesome, great job. Okay, other side. And then we're moving on from booty. I'm just gonna turn my chair to the other side so you can see me. Ball behind left knee pocket. This time, hands to your chair. Knee drawing down. Here we go, down for 2, up for 2, lower, and lift. So take your time, get settled. Softly bend, you're supporting each other standing leg. Option, adding your right heel. Here we go, down, lift heel up, down, left heel up, down, left leg up, right heel up. Yes, lower and lift. You're almost there. We're gonna hold it high. You have tiny lifts there. In 3, 2, 1. Right here, let's go. Little lift, little lower. Option your right heel can stay up. If you're feeling this a lot, if you go back, add some more core. So it's not like the suck in action, right? And that's something that has been kind of misunderstood. So see if you can just keep your spine in neutral and then hug your low belly up and in while still breathing, right? Little lift, little lower. We're gonna lower your right heel in 4 counts. We'll do that scorpion tail turn out. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. So turn your knee out, turn your knee down. Turn your knee out, turn your knee down. So my hips are still forward. In that same plane. And then it's just my thigh bone moving in my left hip socket. So if you're doing this movement and you're like the ball is also being annoying, just get rid of it and focus on the movement without the ball. That also might be helpful. This is what it looks like if I open my hip to the side. So I'm trying to draw my left hand down the entire time. We're gonna hold it out, tummy lift. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lift, lower. Another kind of useful tip for your mindfulness with your spine is to bring your hand to your low back. And notice if it's really arcing, right? So see if your sacrum is nice and not flat, because that bone is kind of like round in a way. So just notice if your hip points are kind of on that same level. We're opening up to the side. Ready? 3, 2, let's go. Lower. Turn your toes to the left side this time. Your hips are to the side. Close your knee. Close and open. Yes. So for me, my body, like my left leg doesn't lower all the way. I'm just kind of lowering it back a little bit and targeting my out pocket. In 4, we grab the ball. In 3, 2, 1, right here. Grab the ball, reach your ball to the sky. Draw your knee in, so your knee comes in, then extend it long and back. In for 2, back for 2. Every time I go back, I'm trying to keep my spine from and doing the movement as well. So sometimes when my leg goes back, or when your leg goes back, your body wants to go forward like that. So try to keep your spine where it is and just move your leg. 4, 3, 2, hold it back right here for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Awesome. Release. Fall off to the side. You don't need it for a moment. Turn your chair so that the back of your chair is facing you. Wide second. So this is where we externally rotate your thighs. So step your feet wide. And then from there, turn your thigh bones away from center. Your toes will follow. My left hand is on my chair for support, or the wall for support. From there, bend your knees. You have little dips. Little dip, little dip. Good, so this wide second's kind of a new territory. It's a new country, because it's something that's not done a lot. We do a lot of, keep going. We do a lot of like hips going down and back, knees forward, squatting. This is different because my hips are, my crown, my shoulders, ribs, hips are all kind of stacked. So my posture is upright. That requires my sit bones to draw down between my heels and my pelvis to take a neutral position. If I tilt my pelvis forward and down like that, my hips go down and back. And then if I tilt it upward, right, like this, I start to tilt it backward. So it's trying to find that kind of neutral place. Dip, dip. Nice. In 4, you're gonna pluck your right heel up and then keep your dips. In 2 and 1, here we go, just dip. My right heel is up. I'm trying to keep my weight centered. So notice if you're dipping into your one side and shifting your upper body. Something I like to think about is carrying a really nice tray of really good coffee so you don't want to spill. You can also think about holding a stack of books on your head. Dip, dip. Good. In 4, hold it down, your right heel up, just lift and lower your left heel. In 3, 1 counts. 2, 1, hold it low, left heel up, left heel down. Yeah, left heel up, left heel down. Good. Gorgeous. 4, both heels up. You got tiny dips. It's gonna be super fiery, but I know you can do it. 4, 3, both heels sitting up. In 2, and 1 right here, just dip. Dip. Oh my gosh. So this is a really good inner thigh stretch as well. Your outer thighs are contracting, they're strengthening. Your inner thighs are stretching. It's actually a really good balanced stretch. You have more support in that stretch. We're just going back to the beginning, both heels down, just dipping. Ready? 2, and 1, here we go, just dip. See if you can press through your big toe mound side and your pinky toe mound side so that both feet have equal weight distributed through both sides. Left heel's coming up, keeping the dips. You got this, ready? 2, and 1, here we go. Left heel is up, just dip it. Dip and dip. Take breaks as you need. While you're in this dip, your knees are staying bent the entire time, unless of course you need to take a break. Straighten both legs, release it. We're holding low, right heel up and down, right here, right heel up, right heel down. This is the finishing place. The last few variations and then you're done. 8, 7, 6, then we hold it high. Both heels up, just dip. In 4. In 3, you got this. In 2, and 1, hold it high right here, just dip. Dip. Woo. Oh my gosh. This is like jelly legs 101. Stay with me. Just 4, just 3, just 2. Hold it low right here. Maybe one hand to sky. Maybe the other hand hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and lengthen both legs, lower both heels. You can kind of heel toe your feet back together. Just move your chair off to the side for a moment. Boom, 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 grab your ball. Just a little parallel thigh action, so we just hit your externally rotated thighs. Now we're gonna invite a little heat. Left foot forward, right foot back into the lunge. Hips are forward. We're gonna do a little dribble. So ball goes wide under your hamstring, fold it over. Ball under hamstring, ball over thigh. Lower, bend over, lengthen. Lower, circle, lift. So just getting situated here. We will add on in 4. In 3. In 2, we can stay here or a little faster. Let's go. Lower, lower, lower.
To the inner Tesla partner, ex-wrestler, he days for Cheska,
Got
partner,
this.
ex-wrestler.
3. This is one of my favorite kind of like, oh, you're just lunging, but
The inner Tesla partner, ex-wrestler, he days for Cheska, partner, ex-wrestler.
lower. Lift. We're gonna hold it low. Right here, tiny dips in 2 and 1. Let's go. Just dip. Your ball might touch the ground. It may not. So if you're feeling 3, 2, 1, let's go. Dip.
To the inner Tesla, partner, ex-wrestler. He
And,
dates for Cheska, partner, ex-wrestler.
That was so hard. No. Here's 8. Now we're gonna stay low. We're gonna come into a little squat. Ready? Follow me in 2, 1. Stay low. Ball, chest, face to you. You got a little dip. Little dip. You can play with how close your feet are. You can bring them a bit wider. Whatever's best. My hips are down and back. And my thighs are jelly. Here's 8. 6. 4. 3. Hold low in 2 and 1. Here we go. Hold low. For 4. For 3. For 2 and 1. Stand. Oh my gosh. That's it. That's it. I'm done. I'm kidding. Grab your light weights. We're just gonna stand, do some arm work now. So, bring your arms wide, palms to the sky. You got a little lift, little lift. You can do this with just your body weight as well. So, you got time. It's a good length of a song, so get settled. If you haven't done this practice with me before, you might be noticing that we move to the beat of the music. Of course, it's not the overall goal, but it's just nice to do. And then we have one workout for each song. So I noticed that the time of moving my body goes really quick. And if you wanted to take a break, you could also kneel and do this on your knees. It's kind of a party with your arms, so bring your arms wide and just do a little lift. Yeah, good. We're gonna slide your arms forward and wide. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Forward, back, forward, back. Yes. Usually walk around with my doing this sometimes. Get my body moving. It's also to kind of distract myself from what's going on in my arms. Okay, you keep going. I'm going to show you something. We're going to move to another variation. I'm going to drop my weights in 4, just so you can see my palms moving. In 4, in 3, in 2, hold it wide, thumbs down, palms up, thumbs down, palms up. So I'm doing this internal and external rotation in my shoulder girdle, right? So it's not my entire upper body moving right like this, right? It's just my arms moving in my joint. So if it's not a lot, your thumbs don't go down all the way, that's okay. You're just working with the mobility that's available to you right now. In 4, we're holding our thumbs down or palms down. We'll do tiny presses back there. In 3, 2, 1, hold it back, little press back, press back, press back, press back. Done this like low, lightweight shoulder work for a while now. It's always so hard. You can still strengthen with your body weight, with no weight, with really light weights, right? It's not about, the size, the amount that you're lifting. It's more about what you're feeling, right? So you can still get to still bring your muscles to that tired place, and that's making you stronger. We're gonna reach and pull overhead. Check it out. Reach overhead, pull wide. Palms forward. Reach overhead, pull wide. Reach, pull wide. Nice. In 4, we're gonna close and open with your elbows bent. This is the last variation. In 3, in 2, and 1. Right here, hold it wide. Close and open. Close and open. Final 4, final 3, saved by the bell. 2 and 1. Release, shake it out. Yay! Woo! Grab your chair. We need it for the rest of your class today. So bring it into your space. Have a seat on your chair. We're doing triceps. So bring your hands to wrap around your seat. Send your booty off your chair. You can also do this all the way on your mat if you wanted to. Your hands are on the mat instead. We're dipping. So we lower and lift.
3, 2, 1, go.
Lower for 2, lift for 2. My feet are all the way down, my knees are bent. Lower and lift. Now, I always find that the chair is helpful because it just helps my wrists feel better. If I'm all the way on the ground, it just feels really restricted. So, you do you. If this doesn't feel good, you could also do overhead bicep press instead. Holding low, tiny dips right here. Let's go. Dip, little lift, little dip, little lift. Yes. Four. 3, we're having a seat. In 2 and 1, find your chair, have a seat, shake out your wrists for a moment. We have one more round and then we're done. 5 seconds to think about it. Wrap your hands around your seat, walk it out, get ready. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Down. Lift.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yes, lower. And lift. More this. 4, 3, we're gonna speed it up. In 2 if you want to, or stay at this pace. Let's go. Lower, lift, yes. 4, 3, we're holding low, tiny dips, and then you're done, I promise. 2, 1, let's go. Dip, little lift, little dip, little lift. Oh my gosh. Final 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, press yourself up. Oh my gosh, shake it out. Amazing. Grab your dumbbells for your bicep work. I'm just gonna turn my chair so you can see me, see the front of me. You're having a seat on the chair or the ground, whatever situation you're in. Weights by your seats. You have a full range bicep curl and then a full range lower. We curl for 2, lower for 2. Yeah. So I'm curling my palms towards my shoulders and then down to my thighs. So I'm going to keep my left knee bent. I'm going to extend my right leg. My toes are lifted. Option is to try to keep your spine long. While you do this, you're welcome to pick up your right leg in 2 and 1. Follow me. So lift and lower. Lift and lower. Yeah, so another option is to keep your knee bent and extend your right knee instead. It's a little bit more kind of forgiving on your hip flexor, right? So from there, I'm bending, extending from my knee joint. If I have my leg long, I'm flexing my hip flexor. That can be a little bit can get a little aggravating. So if you're feeling your hip flexor a lot, it's okay, just adjust. It's okay to feel your hip flexor, but if you start to feel like it's taking over, then you do. You're gonna hold it high, arms halfway in 2 and 1, following a little lift with your leg. Then do little pushes out with your arms. A little push, little push. So I'm keeping my elbows bent. I'm doing like a little serve. So my elbows go forward an inch, back an inch. Yeah. Posture's proud. Oh my goodness. Give me 8 more. Here's 8. Then both feet down. We have a rotator cuff slide coming up. In 2 and 1 feet down. Rotate your arms wide and then rotate forward. So rotator cuff is kind of like this very common injury. So that external rotation that you do is really good because you have 3 externally rotated, 3 muscles that externally rotate in your rotator cuff. And then you have 1 muscle that does the internal rotation. So try to focus on both actions. I like to think about I'm holding a band and I'm trying to pull that band apart. And then I'm also resisting on the way back in. 4, 3, we're gonna curl wide. Left leg coming out, ready? In 2 and 1, curl wide, it's 1, for 2, and down for 2. You're just getting started, getting settled. You will add on your left leg in 4 if you want to. You can bend from your knee or lift your leg in 2 and 1. Here we go. So lift your leg, curl, then lower back down. Lift your leg, curl, and lower back down. So I'm curling wide now. Yeah. This is also really good to stabilize our movement too. We do that a lot in bar. We work deep core a lot, where multiple limbs are away from our center, and that targets your deep core. And then we also try to stabilize your hips a lot too. In 4, we hold your arms halfway, keep your arms wide, tiny lift with your legs. Ready? Here we go, little lift, little lift. I'm being tired, so my words are like, they're all jumbly. Lift, lift. Maybe add that push, little push wide, push wide, push wide, push wide. You got 8, 6, just 4, just 3, just 2, and 1, release. Awesome. Okay, weights off to the side, keep your chair. This is where we're gonna do plank on your chair today. Bring your hands to your chair. Step your right foot, both feet back. So you're in this really nice long deep climb. We're gonna alternate knees to your chest, starting with your right knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Right knee pulls, and step it back. Left knee pulls, step it back. So my gaze is forward and down. I have this really nice long line from my crown, all the way down to my heels. Yeah, so see if you can draw your hips forward and down a little bit more. So you have that core connection. Yeah, so you're more in a plank instead of a down dog. Let's speed it up. Like that. And then stay here and find a good job. 3, 2, 1, let's go. step back, we'll take up the variation with your legs. Just 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back. Right leg lifts up and lower back down. Right leg only. Okay. 4 more here, then we split the sides. After that, we're going to come down to your forearms on the chair or off the chair. We're switching sides in 2 and 1. Here we go. Left leg over. While I do this leg lift, try to keep my hips on the same plane. I'm going to try to keep my hips where they are instead of lifting them up and back like a 3-legged dog. I stay in. Yes. 4, we're coming down to your forearms. In 3, in 2, and 1. I'm going to step forward, roll down, step back, come onto my forearms. And jog with my right, breathe, 2, and 1. Release down to your knees, press yourself up. Woo. Shake it out, stay down. We're just rolling onto your right hip, keeping the chair in your space. Okay, so I have a little gap in my chair. I'm gonna work with that. If you don't, you're gonna bring your top foot, inner foot on your chair, but bring your bottom leg off in front. Alternatively, you could, if you don't have anything, you can drape your top leg over like this. Keep your bottom leg long. Okay, it's the same thing. I'll show you what I'm doing with the chair here. My top leg is long, my bottom leg is long, my hips are stacked. I'm gonna lift my bottom leg, so lift and lower. Lift and lower. I'm just kind of resting my head into my hands, my bottom hand. You could lay all the way down and just really rest your head. Nice. Good. So it's really good after we work your booty so much in your back line, your posterior line, to work your inner thighs. Because when we work your, do a lot of booty work, it can cause low back pain. And it can be because there's that imbalance of working your inner thighs. Your inner thighs actually attach, right, up there, part of your hips. And so if we work your booty a lot, your glutes can actually pull on your low back in an externally rotated way, causing that kind of tension on your low back. And so it's all connected here. So imagine when you lift your bottom leg, you're squeezing, something between your inner thighs here. So even see if you can press down through your top leg to activate it. So it's not just kind of like hanging out. We're gonna hold it high right here. Tiny lift it up, up. Yeah. Little lift, little lift. Oh my gosh, that's so tough. You can just roll to the other side. I'm gonna switch my chair so you can still see me. In 4, 3, 2, 1, here we go. So roll to the other side. We're changing legs. Your right leg's on top now, your left leg's long. When you're ready, lift it up slow and lower it slow. Lift and lower. Nice. I have my right hand in front, my top hand. It just kind of helps stabilize my hips a bit more. Ooh. I think inner thighs is one of my favorites to do. I also like it because, especially this shape, because we're on the side, we're on the ground, and our upper body is like, we have to relax a little bit more. Lower for 2 and lift for 2. So it's okay if your bottom leg doesn't look very high. All of that means is that your outer hip is stretching when you're contracting your inner hip, your inner thigh, sorry. So that means that your leg is only lifted as high as that mobility will allow in your outer hip. Great. You're gonna hold it high in 2 and 1, tiny lifts to finish. Little lift, up and up. Good. Just 4, just 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh. Whew, that was so nice. Get rid of your chair. We're done with it. We have one more workout and then you're done. So grab one weight, one medium weight, and your one ball. Come onto your back. This is really nice. Lift your hips, bring your ball under your side. So you get that unsteady surface. So you could also do this without your ball too. Bring your legs into tabletop position. Bring your weight into your left hand. Extend your weight to sky. We're gonna tap your right toes down and then come back center. When you're ready, lower for 2 and lift for 2. My right arm is down by my side for some support. So while we do this, we're trying to keep that natural spine, that neutral spine. And what helps me is to press my ribs back into my mat, my back ribs. And it starts to light up my transverse abdominals, which is like this wrap. It wraps from the base of your ribs to your pubic bone and attaches at your spine. So there's this really beautiful inner unit working. It's your core. Option to add a little bit more of that deep work and reach your weight overhead. In 2 and 1, here we go. So we come center weight to sky and reach it overhead. Reach it to sky and reach overhead. This is also really good to move out of weight as well. Because like I said before, you start to work really deep core when your limbs move away from your center. Good. Keep going. into your right hand, left arm down, left toes tapping right here. Tap down slow, come center slow. Tap down, center. When you're ready, you can start to add in your right arm and reach it overhead. Reach overhead, tap, come back center. Yeah. So, funny because this shape is kind of like this move called dead bug. And it's funny because the shape is moving. So it's more kind of like this struggling bug in a way. There's definitely some struggle here. Just give me 4, 3, 2, but like a good struggle. Hold it high for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring your feet down first. Bring your weight off to the side. And then press into both feet to lift your hips. Ball off to the side. Extend your legs long down your mat. Soften your gaze or perhaps even close your eyes. And this rest is super important to your body after all that work, all the effort. Stay here if you'd like, or you can start to draw your knees in. Do a little windshield wiper with your knees, side to side. Next time your knees fall to the left side, you can keep your knees staggered. You can cross your top thigh over your bottom thigh, or keep them stacked. Right arm reaches wide, gaze to your right side. Inhale, come back to center. Just switch sides. When you're ready, on your next inhale, come back to center. Draw your knees in, hands behind your hamstrings. Tuck your chin in. Find a little rock up to a seat. Find a nice, tall, comfortable shape for your body. Big inhale breath. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands up, center, palm to palm. Just take a moment to truly thank your body for everything that you were able to do this morning. Give yourself a little smile, and I really hope you are proud of yourself. Give yourself a little round of applause, and I'll see you next time.